Now we'll go into our left-handed pick at first. I'm just going to cover first because we covered inside move and spin move to second. It's the same as a lefty. As a left-handed pitcher, I'm going to put my glove on backwards. As a left-handed pitcher, you cannot be a typical lefty. Everyone does this. They get their sign, they come set, and they only pick to first base when they're looking at at home plate. Everyone does that. That's called a typical lefty move, right? So he comes set, he's here, looks at you, boom. Picks when he's not looking at you. He only pitches when he has his eyes on you. That's the only time he pitches to the plate. You want to be able to mix all of these up. Maybe your A move as a pitcher is you look at him, you turn your head off of him, you tilt your hips, boom, and you come back to him. Whatever. Maybe your A move is a snap throw, right? So as soon as I'm about to come set, as soon as I put this foot down, I push off this way and throw. So you'll come up, boom, put the foot down, and you'll transfer energy this way, and it's a snap throw over here. Maybe your A move is a snap throw. Maybe your A move is getting here, lifting, and then you show him hip tilt to the plate, if that's what your delivery is. When you get here and you can feel this tilt, now that looks like I'm going to the plate, but I push off with my left foot and my toes towards first base. Make sure you walk it off after you get to there. Boom. After you pick, walk it off, because the new ruling is if you don't walk it off, it's a balk, and if you don't, you also give them a better view of, did you really take this 45-degree angle towards first? So, lift, boom. Take your head off of them, come back to them, never know. Mark Yoshino at Bellevue Community College, he has a really good pickoff move. You shouldn't be afraid of walking guys if you have a really good pickoff move. You should still be able to control those guys. So, as a lefty, boom, coming here. Maybe this is my D move. Watch this. D move be my worst move. Watch this. I come straight to you. That was terrible. So what? Show that type of pickoff move to him. Doesn't mean that was a wasted move. That wasn't a wasted move. You hear guys in the dugout all the time say, hey, not his best, or whatever. Of course, we all know that wasn't your best, but you should still show it sometimes. So, I'm going to get here. Maybe my B move is, boom. Just one right there. Maybe my A move is, boom, there. Or maybe my A move is here, boom. I'll look at them, boom. I get here, I turn, and I go. So, pickoffs are very important. Work on them at home. Spend hours and hours and hours of being on your craft as a pitcher. This is part of your game. Add it to your regimen. And if you're not a starter and you're a reliever, you better have a really good understanding of varying your hold times, varying your counts, your looks, and figuring out what's your A move, your B move, your C move, and your D move. Starters need to have it too. I'm not saying it's not as important, but relievers are coming out of the pen 90% of the time with runners on base to shut down this big inning that could possibly happen or possibly is happening. So if you can really work on your pickoff moves at home or in the cages during your bullpen, you're going to be more successful. Don't just throw a 30, 40, 60 pitch pin for a whole hour, which is terrible, and not work on pickoff moves. As a pitcher, you need to work on everything: flexibility, range of motion, arm strength, arm care, core, whatever, legs, conditioning, the mental side stuff, and a lot of dry work. So when you're doing this, you have the ability at home to make sure you make no excuses. Your coaches hate excuses. Don't be a guy who has excuses for everything. Be a guy that has a solution, is going to get his butt up every day, and he's going to put in the work. And if you can master this, it also shows your teammates you've been working your butt off. You're getting better and better and better, which means you're going to gain respect from the guys that are playing behind you, which means you might start getting these guys making more plays for you, diving a little bit, and get more dirty for you because you're grinding too, so they want to grind harder with you and for you. So that's our pickoff move segment. Tons of pickoff moves you can do, but those are just basics that you can work on and incorporate into your game. And as coaches, if you're not sure of different variations, this is something very simple that you can implement in your program.